Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am fine. Thank you for asking. My name is Prem Sagar. I am from India.
From Sagar.
Yes, exactly
Nice
right.
to meet you. My
Thank
name
you.
is Kahelani, but you can call me Lani.
Lani. Okay, okay,
Yes.
nice.
And so you
Yes, I am from India. I am living in southern part of India. My state is Karnataka. I am living in a small city. It's called Bidar.
nice. What are some things you really love about your city?
Yeah, it's my city. It's it's a uh, we have in our city that fort. Okay, so
Fort?
most of the yeah, fort,
Oh, food. Yeah.
fort,
Okay, so a
fort.
fort like this fort.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
for
hungry, so I didn't know if you were talking about food or a fort, like a building or food.
fort in 14th, 15th century that our city was ruled by one kingdom. It's called Bahmani Kingdom. So we have a lot large fort, and it's a huge fort that it's a huge in across the southern part of India, and yes, and like a palace. We have in that fort we have palace and all those things, and mm, in that era that what they used means the things and all those things. Yeah, that they kept in museum. Yes, so it's wonderful, and you know that one uh, from Iran country, one month means he came India at that time, and he he joined as a soldier in kingdom, and after that he did well in as a soldier, and after that he took many ranks in the hierarchy, like in soldier, like finally he became uh, minister, like under king. Okay, so he
Right?
was from Iran. He was from Iran, and he hold higher post in that court, means king's court. So what happened that here local people, local ministers, like local ministers, they opposed his position. They opposed his position, that what he did when king was out of his kingdom. So that time that these local ministers, they wrote a letter to king. So what they wrote in that letter, that that minister means that who hold the charge of minister. So nomenclature and everything is same as as he his signature, everything is same in that letter, and they supposed to they wrote a letter like what that minister like wrote. So they wrote that in that letter that they means minister, he uh, what he wrote another thing, that the, that he should fought for this king. So
Mhm.
that letter they uh, local ministers, that later however they managed to give to that king, local king, so that he thought, no, I think he is a well minister, because he was a good minister. He was from another country, and he hold good rank in as a minister, but he himself he wrote the letter to other king to fought for me. So that's why he without any thinking, without thinking, he ordered that hang to him.
No.
Yeah, he ordered to hang him. So suddenly, that these means those people they took him in the he they took him in the jail, and he slowly every day 2 3 days that he cut one day hand, they cut one day leg, and eyeball they uh, take out eyeball everything, and
Oh,
after,
yeah.
yeah, after 3 4 days he died, and without any means respect, he was buried in like a normal person. So even we can see even now also. So after some days that king knew that it was a very great fault from his side. So he knew that I did wrong, because after that he knew everything.
Yeah.
And
And he
after,
even,
yeah, and
yeah,
after 3 4 months, when that minister died, after 3 4 months, that in that means he think day and night that I did wrong. So because of illness, even king was died after few months. So
yeah,
and that person that who was the minister, that he came from Iran, he joined as a soldier, and because of his efficiency, he hold a much higher rank in the kingdom, and he built that in almost 1527, like that 1500, yeah, in the 16th century he built that one university, Muhammad Gawan University. So even it's a yeah, no, from many countries that students were come that time, and they did education here. So it was nice, that university, and they stayed here, even boarding that university for studying and boarding, everything they had in that building, and even the big library was there at that era. Yeah, it was fantastic. So it was very nice, and yeah, good fort and all these stories that yeah.
is this a story that everyone in this area will know and share with visitors?
Yeah, they knew this one. They knew this one, that even we have that means what he built that university that we studied in the when I was in third grade. So that time I studied that in uh, primary. Yeah, and after that even in PU pre-university, and even ninth standard I studied that one. Okay.
Right. So in America, it works a little bit differently. So I'm curious, in your country, um, you say primary, and I think for us that's elementary. So like first,
Yeah.
second, third, fourth, and then you have we call it middle school, like fifth,
Yes.
sixth, seventh, eighth, and then
Yes.
high school is ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah, here also that from first grade to fifth standard, like we have like primary school, and after that 6 7 8 it's middle school,
Mhm.
and 8 9 10th it's a high school, and plus two is college, pre-university college.
Right. So when do students have to decide what they want to study? Oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an engineer. At what grade do they have to decide?
After 10th grade.
No, that's so
Hmm.
early. How do you know what you want to do?
after 10th grade that so they think about that what they want that in high school if they want they are much interesting in suppose science field or engineering field they go to science and if they have interest in commercial like business they go to commerce and if they have interest in social science subjects so they will go to arts okay and some diploma courses technical courses are there and after pu after pre-university like after plus two that again it will divide like engineering side and medical side okay
Right.
so
What do you
yeah
do?
sorry.
What's your profession?
Yeah, my profession is I'm a public officer. After graduation, so I have passed that one. Civil service examination is there, so I have passed that one. And from since 2010 up to now, I am doing as a public officer,
I'm working as.
working as a district level officer. Okay, so I'm working for indigenous people.
Okay.
That is.
And what are some of your responsibilities?
Yeah, responsibility means that indigenous people and like the common people. That's a very some kind of different is there. That indigenous people are like tribe people. They are there means education and backwardness is there in they are, means totally they are like lacking of education, like clean water and road, electricity, houses, and all these they have lack of facilities in their in their area. So that's why we give them houses, roads, and drinking water, and education, hostels, and scholarships, prize money. And if they wanted to go to abroad for higher education, we'll send them for higher education. And yeah, and even we have uh, residential schools for them. So accommodation and education that we will give them, provide them in residential schools up to plus two, and that too in English medium school, and we will give them like special coaching classes. Okay, coaching classes to them like if they wanted to go in various fields like engineering medical so before that they will face that common entrance test so we will give them coaching and banking examination test like civil service examinations are there it's in the world almost it's the toughest exam in India that Union Public Service Commission so we are giving that type of coaching also. We send them to many other means we send them to coaching centers like in New Delhi and all those cities, and we will give them all those fees and pocket money to students.
Yeah. I think that the most important thing is, like you said, coaching the
Yeah,
younger generation so that they
yeah,
can be successful. Or, I wish somebody would have coached me when I was young to say, here are your options. These are things you can do. What are you interested in? And that type of help is really important in you know, changing the way that, the country works right now. Uh, if people are not getting the help that they need, or if things are underdeveloped, now you're moving forward and growing.
yeah. Yeah, it's my job is very fantastic, and my job is it's a very good job to working in field that we will visit the we will visit the field and we ask the people what they want what they need. So on that basis we will suggest them and we will help them and even we have block level officers and field officers.
Mhm. Do you have to
Okay.
use English often in your position?
No, 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 not often. So it's my hobby. Like learning English is like my hobby, and
Really?
I want to connect with people across the world. That because you know that only the English subject, English language, through English language we can learn, and we can we can understand everything, like listening news like BBC and also news is like worldwide. They are means they will give the news to the people, and that whatever happening in the world. So means every corner and every part of the world. So we should know through only English. Okay, and
Yeah, I
newspaper.
think, learning English, I mean, it helps you keep up with current events, things that are going on. But one of my other students, uh, he comes from an Asian background, and he explained to me that um, learning English helped change his personality too, where he found different ways to express emotions or different ways to have conversations. So I think it's really cool how language can change how you think or how you act in a situation.
Yeah, definitely. You know that here in India, that what the people are thinking, that speaking English is very like they are like their confidence is going very high, because that like you know that who are speaking English, that they have much confidence. Okay,
Mhm.
someone speaking whenever we go to outside of the house, and in or like in banks, and like post offices, and in some offices are in big metro cities, that when we go to the metro cities, big malls, so that time that they always use to speak English. So when we don't know about that English, that automatically our confidence is going down. It will going down. So definitely that speaking English is it will give confidence.
Yeah. It will give you confidence, but also I don't think people should brag or feel superior, like I'm better than you because I speak English. Like, yeah, it can happen though.
Yeah, definitely. So they can feel. Yeah, definitely. It will give that feel, because yeah, definitely. You know that I'm learning, and I'm doing hard work. That every
Yeah,
day I'm listening English news, watching newspaper, reading books, watching Netflix, and watching YouTube. Okay, and surfing Google.
yeah.
What purpose?
You're
For
putting in
learning.
a lot of work, and I think that I admire you, and you're brilliant. You're incredibly determined because the average American person isn't watching Netflix in another language. They're not looking up news in another language. They're not trying to learn another language. They're very comfortable with just knowing English because it's a universal language and we use it. But the fact that you and I are having a very easy, fun conversation just shows how smart you are and how much work you've put into learning English.
Yeah, because it's not necessary to me to learn English. You know that it's enough to my original language. Okay,
Mm.
you know, I'm working in a like my state, that our regional language is Kannada. It's enough to learn that Kannada. That you know, I can speak, write everything. Okay, so it's my mother tongue, but it's like it's a like it's my hobby, and I want to learn it, and I want to uh, like contemporary knowledge. I want to gain contemporary knowledge. Okay, because when if I move to my state to another state, that only we can speak in Hindi or otherwise English.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually heard that in India you have so many different dialects and so many different languages, if you go from region to region that it changes.
Yeah, definitely. You know that in my state, in my state, our regional language is Kannada, and our neighbor states they speak different language. Like in if you go to Tamil Nadu, they speak Tamil, and if you go to Telangana, they speak Telugu, and if you go to Maharashtra, they speak Marathi,
Uh,
and if you go to Kerala, their language is Malayalam. Okay,
so how
so
do people from your city, say someone from your city travels to another area, another region that speaks a different dialect, a different language, how do they communicate? Do they use English?
yeah, no, no, no. Yes, sometime English, but lot of times. So when we go to like northern part of India, so almost all states, most of the states, they speak Hindi only, and even in Hindi,
Okay.
their dialect is different, and even northern part of India, and even in southern part of India, that many people they don't know Hindi, they speak in English, and every individual in India, though, they can speak almost 4 5 languages because the neighbor states are different. So that's why almost even me also, that I can speak Marathi, I can speak English, I can speak my mother tongue Kannada and Hindi.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I
what
live in
about
Kerala.
your listening skills? I know you said you can speak those, but for example, your listening skills, can you can you tell when someone is from a certain area just by hearing the way that they speak?
Yeah, definitely. That always we means if there is a border area. I am living in border area. My border states are Telugu, and my border state is Maharashtra. So
Mhm.
usually we that those languages, and if we don't know about some language, so we can identify which language is that,
Yeah, that's
because
nice.
we know some words. On
Yeah.
that basis, we can identify.
Even though the language is all the same, it's kind of similar to when I'm traveling and, for instance, I meet somebody. I can tell if they're from New York or from Boston by their accent or the words that they use. Or if they're from Texas, they'll have a kind of country accent. Um, so it's not the same because I know for you, the languages are different. But for me, it's easy to say, oh, they're from the north, they're from the south, they're from the east.
Yeah, definitely. Even that, my mother tongue is like my language, my regional language. In our state also, that southern Kannada means my mother tongue is Kannada. Southern part of Karnataka, Kannada is different, and middle state, some people Kannada is different, and northern district Kannada is different, and who are living in coastal areas, their Kannada means their language is different. Even in my language, so we can easily identify, yeah, these people coming from this place.
Yeah,
So like like in your language also, like you native speakers, that easily identify. So he is speaking English, and from their natives, you easily you will say that he came from this place.
yeah. Like, just by whether you call like a can of soda, we call it soda. In some states, they call it pop. And so it's like, oh, well, because he said pop, I know he's not from here. He's from another place. Just small things like that.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Just
What are
only
some of your favorite things? Like, if I were to come to your city, what are some of the favorite dishes that you have?
Yeah, here a lot of options are there in India. That India is a huge country and most populous country, and it's a wide range of place. India is a very big country and different culture, different people. That everything is different here. You go to one part to every 50 to 100 kilometers, there is you find out that language, their culture, their tradition, their food, everything will change in India definitely.
Okay.
That even you know that from one part to another part, from one state to another state, there is a lot of differentiations is there in even food also. That if you are vegetarian, lot of vegetarian foods are available. If you are non-vegetarian, even non-vegetarian foods are available. Indian food is very spacious, spices.
Yeah.
Sorry, Indian food is
Yeah.
very
I
spicy.
love I love spicy food, but I always wondered if the things that they serve in these Western countries, like butter chicken or chicken tikka masala, like, does that really exist for you or not really?
Yeah, definitely that yeah, chicken curry, butter chicken, that masala, and chicken
Mhm.
biryani. Chicken biryani is
Oh,
also very,
biryani. Yes.
yeah. But definitely you like some foods are like that originally where that that will prepare. So in that place, it's very delicious. If you eat particular places,
Yeah. What about
yeah. So
sweets? What are some desserts that you really love?
yeah, that Indian jalebi, like round jalebi. Okay, Indian
Yeah, sure.
jalebi. Yeah, jalebi,
Is it like a
jamun.
bread or is it like chocolate or?
Yeah, depend. No, it's not a bread and it's not a like chocolate, but it's a different kind of sweet.
Oh, like a
Jalebi.
pastry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, different kind of taste, and a lot of different sweets are available here from making from like milk. We heat the milk, and after it will dry, and from that powder we will make a lot of sweets here in India.
Cool.
Yeah.
So when
Uh,
you are leaving your house for work or maybe going on a walk, do you drink like chai on the street? Do you ever enjoy like street food or do you always eat at home?
Most of the time, I always eat at home, and you know that I am not a street food lover. Okay. Yeah,
What? No. Man.
I always prefer homemade food. So you know that all those like chocolates and all those what we call it, that those like pani puri, like
Pani
Indian
puri,
food.
yeah, and it's got the liquid inside and you have to
I won't take all those things that those foods are not because I am a gym lover. I hit the gym almost 6 days in a week, so that's why I'm very cautious about food and everything.
You're
So
cautious because of what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the first part.
food, taking
Yeah,
food
but
means
why won't you eat pani puri on the street? Because it's unhealthy or because it's expensive or
unhealthy things like
yeah,
street food is healthy food. So that's why I prefer to homemade food.
yeah. I don't know. I think pani puri is probably more healthy than McDonald's, so I will try it. Yeah.
Sometimes we go to those type of big metro cities, so that time only even pizza and all those things. Uh, I'm
Yeah.
not good at. Yeah, I always
I see we
prefer
only
homemade.
have a little bit of time left. I wanted to be able to give you a proper goodbye. It was so nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
definitely. There. So if you have any suggestions to how I can improve my English, so you can tell
Yeah.
me.
Um, I will send you a message because we only have 17 seconds. Your pronunciation is great. You speak where I can understand you. We can improve vocabulary and maybe a little bit of focus lessons, but I'll talk to you soon, okay?